Have the Baltimore Ravens become one of the laughingstocks around the NFL? Well, it seems so with the latest behavior coming from Chicago Bears players. We discuss next. Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to The Ball Perspective. It is your guy, Belanger. Let's talk. The Baltimore Ravens must have become one of the laughing stocks. We must be a subject of jokes. We must not be taken seriously as we have seen the Chicago Bears drag us out into the street, expose us, and point and laugh at our demise. We understand that at the beginning of this week, there was some controversial articles and reporting that came out concerning the Baltimore Ravens and their entertainment in the locker room, that it had been stripped away. And it was said that John Harbaugh had stripped it away. Then a second report, a corrective report maybe, came out and it spoke to the fact that the players had made that decision. Which players? Nobody knows. Nevertheless, the Chicago Bears want to capitalize, not the whole organization, but the players. So I do have an appreciation for it not being coaches because coaching has no physical value on the field. So it was the players. Nevertheless, let me provide a PSA for Chicago Bears players. And I know I have a couple of Chicago Bears fans who watch some of the content because they talked about some commentary I've made before. So this is not to Chicago Bears fans. This is to Chicago Bears players. PSA, player service announcement. Chicago Bears players, I appreciate the confident energy as you guys sit at 4-2. You're having one of your more successful seasons. But you got to remember where you've come from. You got to remember where you've been in recent history. Maybe even the last 7 to 8, 9 years. And that place you've been is nowhere. You guys haven't done anything in a long time. You guys haven't been in competitive conversations in a long time. You guys have switched quarterbacks. You guys have made trades. You guys have made signings. And it has still brought you to a place where just now in 2025, you're now 4-2. So what? You have a winning record. So what? Your quarterback is now playing well. So what? Your wide receivers are doing well. So what? You've been able to run the ball. So what? Your defense has gotten on track. So what? But you got to remember, your on-field play has gotten several coaches fired. All of you are not there from past teams, but a lot of you were there from last year's team. Last year's team, or the last 2 years of teams, has put you guys in a position where you were drafted number 1 overall, which is how you got Caleb Williams, which means you were trash. Not you personally, but your play on the field, trash. Your running, your blocking, your catching, your defense, trash. So the PSA is know your place. Know where you rank. Know where you fall in NFL leveling. See, you guys are behaving like you've never been anywhere before. Not in the context of your real life, because I know you guys make millions of dollars and so you've gone everywhere and can do anything. I'm talking about in the context of your football lives. When it comes to competitive football, when it comes to the potential to win championships, when it comes to being a repetitive playoff team. You guys act like you've never been anywhere. Maybe that's why you guys are misbehaving. Maybe that's why you guys are acting like you haven't known who we were. You see, you guys are acting like the 21-year-old who spends all his money on his fit, the $600 Jordans, the Louis Vuitton jeans, the Louis shirt, the high-end glasses or shades, the ball cap, right? But because you spend all your money on your appearance, you can't afford to go anywhere. So you have to fake it till you make it. Well, let me help you out. Put on your best fit, okay? And go to the restaurant that you really can't afford. The restaurant that you look on Yelp or one of those travel apps, and it tells you that the average price is $4 signs, which means you can't even get a plate of food for less than 40 bucks. And all you have is $20 in your pocket. Go to the restaurant anyway with your $20. And let me help you fake it till you make it. Sit down at the table. Be seated. Order you a glass of sweet tea so you have something brown in your glass. Also order you a glass of water so it looks like you're going to stay for a while. And then order you the $16 appetizer. Your bill's going to come out to right around 20 bucks. And maybe you have a couple dollars on Cash App to throw in too. And you're going to get about 1 hour out of the whole experience from the time you get in. See, because your fit says you belong, but you can't really afford the full experience. So you go in and you sit down and you be quiet and you look around and you observe what the people who belong are doing. They're having casual conversation. They're laughing. They're talking about business deals. They're talking about investments. You see, the reason why you need to be quiet, bears, the reason why you need to be quiet, because when you start talking, it becomes evident that your language isn't appropriate for the environment. It's very obvious that you're behaving and talking and thinking as if you don't deserve the experience, like you haven't been here before. But oh, wait, you haven't been here before. You haven't been to the place where you were a repeat playoff team. You haven't been to the place where you've been in a NFC championship in a long time. You haven't been even in competition for your division in a long time. So sit there, sip your tea, drink on your water. Don't empty it because you don't want to draw too much attention to yourself and somebody have to come refill it. Get your appetizer, eat it, and then you tell your waiter, let me get the check because my guest didn't show up. You'll get a good experience. And then when you leave, you can post on social media that, hey, I went there, wherever there is for you. You see, for you to be trying to make fun of the Ravens, what that says is you don't belong. How about win the game first? Then you can make fun of what we have going on. Then you can make fun of our demise. Then you can make fun of our shortcomings. See, our 1-5 record is not really recognizable to us. But our 1-5 record is very recognizable to you. You see, because a 1-5 record, if you stay at that pace, puts you as a top 10 drafter. You guys recognize that, right? You guys know what it's like to draft in the top 10? Yeah, I'm sure you do. So how about just fall back, be quiet, handle your business on Sunday. Then if you win, now you can talk about the experience. But until then, stop misbehaving. Now, let me switch to the Baltimore Ravens players. Here's your PSA for the Baltimore Ravens players. Baltimore Ravens, you deserve everything you're getting. All the jokes, all the low-end projections, all the negative commentary, all of everything you're getting. See, this backlash you're receiving from other teams, from the media, you deserve it. Yeah, I know our coaching has been sketch at best, but your play on the field has been less than sketch. You haven't put a product on the field with any level of consistency that says you deserve to win. You give up double-digit lead in Buffalo. You beat down on the lowly Browns, who actually have a better record than you right now. You get your heads busted against the Detroit Lions. You face the Chiefs. You get smacked around again. You lose Lamar Jackson. You get blew out by the Texans. And then the defense puts on their best performance, but you still can't muster up but 3 points. So yeah, everything we're getting, Ravens players, you're deserving. So my question to you, Ravens, stop acting as if you can live on the experiences of Ravens teams past. You're not them. You don't play like them. You don't think like them. You don't move like them. You don't motivate one another like them. You don't lead like them. Nothing that they did successfully do you replicate. So you know what? Everything, all the jokes we deserve. We deserve. But now my question to you, Ravens, is what are you going to do about it? You're going to kick in the door in the restaurant, turn over all the tables, and let people know you still belong? Or will you continue to be a laughingstock, regardless of whether Lamar Jackson plays or Lamar Jackson does not play? Because the truth is, Lamar Jackson, he can't catch the balls by himself. He can't do all the running. He cannot do the blocking. And he definitely can't do the tackling. So whether he plays or not, there is 52 other players that have their own weight to pull. So Ravens players, be quiet, be humble, and stand up. And until next time, I'm out.